Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? My name is William Heritage, and I'm here to speak with you about some of the opportunities that are out there when you give a little bit of your time to somebody else. Talking about community service, public service. The time is 22:57 on Thursday, May 6th. Once again, my name is William, and let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Um, Before I do that, let me ask you a question. What if I were to offer you three G's right now just to go to class with me? Would that help out with your rent? Huh? Little cash. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it does make life a little bit more pleasant, doesn't it? What if I told you that there was a way that you could get trained as a paralegal right now? Knock out a bunch of those prerequisites and other classes that you might be taking for whatever your field is. Or what about you going to learn a different language? How many of y'all already speak another language? Are you interested in learning another one? Interested in maybe getting paid to learn it? My daughter, she joined the Navy a couple of years ago now, and they sent her to go learn Chinese. And right now she owns two houses. She's living in Hawaii. She's doing really well. So I'm really proud of her. I myself, have had similar experiences. I'm not quite that smart, so I sent her to go learn Chinese, but I've had a lot of good opportunities, had a lot of good experiences. I picked this topic initially because I've always been impressed by a lot of other countries, Israel, um, Germany used to, Canada, but some countries that have mandatory, not just the military service, but mandatory national service. When I feel that when you're invested in something, when you put time towards it, it means more to you and you get more out of it. So that's why I feel that everyone should consider, if not joining the military, look into some of these other organizations like AmeriCorps, the Civilian Conservation Corps, um, or just volunteer at your local church, uh, youth center, old folks home. My dear man, to me, I can call my father-in-law, my girlfriend's father, recently passed, and we need to take care of our old elderly. It's something that we're going to be there soon anyway, but that should be the only reason why you do that. But a great man once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." JFK, um, and he did a lot of interesting new things. And we're all flawed. He had his issues as well, but he started the Peace Corps. And the whole concept behind the Peace Corps was to go and to different countries all around the world where there might be some hostilities or tensions, against the U.S. or for the U.S., and to make life better for those folks there. And by doing that, it's basically, being friendly, being kind to folks all around the world. And in the end, you get what you sow. So it's you reap what you sow. So things to consider. I mean, I think getting out of your rut, if you stay in your hometown forever, it's never good. You need to grow. You need to meet different people, try different things. And like I said, some of the benefits for you are that growth, but also the networking skills you acquire. Um, the camaraderie, the adventure. How many of y'all have backpacked across Europe or, driven across the Sahara Desert? I've done it. And there's things to think about. But it's a wild world out there. There's a lot of cool stuff to see. Um, there's ways to make your life more comfortable and to help the lives of others. So that's why I'm encouraging you once again to consider. My first choice, of course, is the Army. It was good for me, and I think it's good for a lot of folks, but not everybody. But there's other groups out there. AmeriCorps is pretty cool. They've got tuition assistance programs as well too. So with all that said, I hope you have a good evening. If you want to talk to me, I'll be back in the class, and we can fill out some paperwork. Cool. All right. Have a good night.